All right, so today we're going to be doing a deep dive into digital vision boards. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at this guide from Milanote. Um, and yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting because it's a very different way to look at vision boards.
Definitely. It takes, those classic vision boards, with the magazine cutouts and like kind of elevates them to the digital age, and like
Yeah.
really expands the possibilities of what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's never even heard of
But before going to the full video, looking to boost your online security and streamline your work? Meet GoLogin, the ultimate tool for managing multiple accounts effortlessly. GoLogin is the best browser for multi-accounting. With GoLogin, you can protect your privacy and handle tasks like digital marketing, data collection, and testing in secure, isolated browser environments. Whether you're working remotely, managing multiple social media profiles, or running ad campaigns, GoLogin has you covered. So why wait? Take control of your online presence and sign up for GoLogin today. Experience seamless browsing with safety and ease. Now, back to the topic.
where the digital aspect comes in, right? Because like instead of being limited by, whatever you can find in a magazine, you have like millions of images at your fingertips.
Oh yeah, you can pull from like anywhere on the web, and like create these super custom layouts. And Milanote even lets you like add videos or links to articles and stuff.
So you're curating a mood board for your dream life. But I will say though, like
Excellent.
choosing the right images, that's like an art in itself, right?
Oh, absolutely. Because it's not just about finding like a generic image, it's about finding those images that resonate with YU.
Hmm.
Like a picture of a beach is cool, but like a picture of you on that beach cocktail in hand. Now that's powerful. Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's what's going to like evoke those emotions. And speaking of evoking emotions,
Mm-hmm.
before we go too far down the visual rabbit hole, we've got to talk
Right.
about the words, right? Because the guide also emphasizes the importance of language on your vision board.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like the images are like the setting the scene, but the words are kind of like the soundtrack.
Right.
They add that extra layer of meaning and emotion.
Okay. So it's like adding those inspirational captions you see everywhere on social media,
Mm.
but like for your goals.
Exactly. And the guide even gives you some good tips for like how to phrase those affirmations. Like instead of saying, I won't be late anymore, you would say, I'll be organized and punctual.
Oh, that's a good tip. I like that a lot, actually. But speaking of good tips, what really stood out to me was this idea of a living vision board.
Yeah, that's a really important point because it's not meant to be like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
As you change and grow and achieve those goals, your vision board should reflect that.
So it's like a tool for personal growth then.
Right.
Like it's constantly evolving along with you.
Exactly. Like imagine how good it would feel to like check off a goal you've accomplished and then maybe even replace that image with like a new one that represents your next big dream.
That's a cool way to look at it.
Yeah.
And it makes me think that a vision board isn't just about the destination, but like the whole journey.
Right. It's about enjoying the process and reminding yourself of what really matters to you.
Totally. And the guide even talks about how creating a vision board, it should be a fun and creative process.
Right.
Like it shouldn't feel like a chore or add extra pressure.
Absolutely. It's like tapping into that childlike sense of wonder and possibility.
I love that, like remembering the joy of making collages and mood boards when we were kids.
Exactly. And there's actually research suggesting that visualizing your goals can actually prime your brain for success.
Really, so it's not just like a feel-good exercise. There's like actual science behind it.
Oh, yeah. And that kind of brings us back to the listener.
Yeah.
What we've talked about today is really just the beginning. When it comes to digital vision boards,
Definitely. And for anyone listening, if you're even a little bit curious, I encourage you to like dive in and explore more. There's tons of great resources out there. Amazing tools like Milanote. A whole world of possibilities just waiting to be visualized.
yeah. And you know what else is cool about this whole thing? Is that the guide really emphasizes that. The whole process of creating a vision board should be enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not like something that should feel like a chore or anything.
Exactly. Shouldn't add any like extra pressure or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's like supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's about tapping into that that sense of playfulness and wonder, like when you were a kid.
Right, like when you would make collages or like mood boards. I used to love doing that.
Yeah, me too. And like who knows, maybe that's
Yeah.
what makes it so effective.
That's interesting.
But putting that kind of positive energy out there.
And actually, speaking of effective,
What I found really fascinating was, you know how the guide mentions that there's actually research out there
yeah.
that shows that visualizing your goals can like actually prime your brain for success.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's not just like some fluffy, feel-good exercise.
Yeah, not at all.
It's like there's actual science to back it up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And, that brings us back to the listener, because what we've talked about today is really just like scratching the surface
Yeah,
of what you can do with digital vision boards.
totally. And if you're listening to this
Yeah.
and you're even a little bit intrigued, I would definitely say, like, go out there and explore. There's so many resources available online. We mentioned Milanote. There's other tools out there too. And like, there's just so much you can do with it. Like, you can really let your imagination run wild.
Yeah, and think about it, like, what images would you choose to represent your ideal future?
Yeah. Take some time to think about that.
Maybe it's time to start creating your own vision board. You might be surprised by what you can achieve.
Well, this deep dive has definitely been eye-opening for me. And I'm really feeling inspired to go create my own vision board now. So thank you so much for sharing all of this with us.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
And to all of you listening out there, we hope you found this deep dive helpful and inspiring. And until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.